Hello and welcome to Still Got Legs, a Doctor Who Rewatch podcast brought to you by Another Happy Studios. This week, the clock is ticking, the sweat is dripping, because this is 42. Hello everyone, welcome to Still Got Legs, the only Doctor Who podcast in the world. My name is Nathan. As always, I'm joined by my co-host. His name is Lawrence Thomas Heisey. He's from the planet Gallifrey, and he is a...
Okay. All pretense of this being a family-friendly show is out the window.
Well, you can bleep that. You can bleep that. You can bleep that, and you will bleep that. I'll tell you what, I'll give you this. He is a...
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All the work is done for me. Lovely stuff.
Yeah.
Hello, Nathan. How the devil are you?
I tell you what, Lawrence, I just spent an hour and a half talking with you about a movie, so you already know how I am.
Yeah, but
tired.
you know, a bit of freshness for this show is what I was thinking.
Lawrence, I'm in Greece right now. Okay.
Oh,
wait, no,
wow.
I'm not actually. Am I?
Yeah, you will be for this one. This is next Monday.
Oh, yes. So I'm in Greece right now.
Yeah.
I'm off my face on mojitos and gyros as we speak.
And what? What was the second one?
Gyros.
What's that one?
Is it what you would call, because you're unsophisticated, gyros or gyros or whatever you call it?
I have no idea what any of this means.
It's a Greek dish, Lawrence.
What does it consist of?
Usually chicken or pork in a pita with some chips, halloumi. You surely you'll have seen this dish.
I've never. I mean, I've probably seen it.
You've never come across a gyros?
I wasn't familiar with the name.
Or
The more you say it,
gyros?
it starts to sound like a fake word.
It's officially pronounced gyros, but it's spelled Gyros.
Gross.
Anyway,
42, Nathan.
I'm in Greece, Lawrence. I don't have time for 42. Okay?
Oh, my apologies.
I'm on holiday. I've interrupted my holiday so I can record this episode with you.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Oh, wait, hang on. The rule of improv is yes and.
Yeah.
Wow, Nathan. How is it over in Greece? Are you having gyros?
So this episode of Doctor Who is Season 3, Episode 7, 42, written by Chris Chibnall, a name which strikes fear into the heart of some Doctor Who fans, and directed by Graham Harper. Lawrence, you hate this episode. Why?
I don't love it. All right, I've started doing this thing now where I write my overall thoughts to bring us in. Would you like to hear that?
Lawrence, I would fucking love to hear that.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you for the warm
sorry.
reception.
Hold on, sorry. Lawrence, I would love to hear that.
No, we don't bleep fuck. We never bleep fuck. Nathan, my overall thoughts: a slasher episode in a confined space that somehow manages to be utterly tensionless and boring. The episode uses a countdown, which is just shy of the real runtime. It should work, but it's so fucking dull. Nathan, regale me with your overall thoughts.
This may surprise you, because it surprised me.
Okay.
Banger.
You're mad. You're mad.
Banger. I had a great time with this episode. A surprise banger.
Wow. Is this the first time we've been on opposite ends?
Well, you loved Love and Monsters.
No, that's not true. That's not true at all.
It is. It is.
I liked School Reunion more than you did, but I don't think
true.
you hated it.
I wasn't thrilled about it, but
It's there. It's fine.
it's I don't know if it's fine, but
you're like this isn't just like fine. This is banger.
this is great. This is a lot of good fun.
Oh, I don't know. I think there's an argument to be made. The last 10 minutes is from a good episode.
Wrong. The whole 42 minutes.
Well, 45 technically.
Yeah,
but
it's 45.
it is.
We'll have some
all right.
wrap-up time. Should we see if we can make this episode 42 minutes?
No, I'm up for it. I'm up for a shorter one than
I'm
normal.
also up for a short one. I think we can do it. I think in the spirit, we can do it. We have 40. Should
I'm
we set
gonna
a
have
timer?
to try this in. Like, I'm gonna have to cut this in a way as well.
Should I set a timer?
Yeah. Well, I can see on the thing.
But
I've got my
by the
recording.
time I'm counting this down.
Oh, okay. What? So from this point, it's 42.
Hold on. Well, no, we've been going for what, 5 minutes?
Well, yeah, give or take about 6. Once I cut out some beginning faff of the recording, yeah.
Well, I'm at 6 now, so what is it? I'm just going to start. It's 42 minutes and counting, okay?
Okay, right. 42 from this moment on.
42 from this moment on. Okay, Lawrence, you hated this episode.
I did. But before we get to that, the Doctor is scanning a Motorola flip phone, which gives it ultimate signal in time and space. This is something we saw with Rose's phone in season 1, but this has now been changed. It used to be that you had to put a new battery into your phone, but now it's just the sonic. Now it's just a little sonic of the phone.
Was it a new battery?
Yeah, he gave her a new battery, like, through it, and Rose swapped it out, and then was like, whoa, I've got all these bars.
Well, to be fair, that was probably when you could change the battery on a phone.
You could change Motorola batteries.
Could you?
Definitely. Yeah, I remember doing it. iPhone was like the first big thing of iPhone was like, there's no battery, you can't get to it.
Can you change? Well, there is a battery. Can you can you change a Razor's battery though? Because they were quite thin, weren't they?
What were the I don't even remember a Razor.
The Razor's the one that everyone wanted. It's like the nostalgia phone that you see.
Oh, the flip thin one.
Yes, that's what Martha has. Yeah.
I think that they had a chunky bottom. Much like your.
Like what? What?
I'm just catching
That was
strays.
so out of pocket and out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, you called me a naughty word at the beginning of the episode.
Apologise now.
All right, I'm very sorry, and I'm very sorry to Nathan's mum.
Yes.
You saw the easy win. I had
That was
to take it.
outrageous. I want you to send her a text after this and apologise.
No disrespect to Nathan's mum, who is a lovely woman, and I am very sorry. Yeah, no, I do think they have, like, the end bit is a bit blocky, isn't it? I think that's where the battery's kept. It slides in and out, I think.
We're spending far too long talking about this.
We got 42 minutes. But yeah, I just wanted to say that was a nice. I don't know if the show forgot they did that already.
What do you mean?
I don't know what I mean.
Great, thanks. Sick. What do you mean the show forgot they did that?
Well, like, it was a different way they did it. Now it's the Sonic. The Sonic could have just done Rose's phone.
Okay, yeah.
Look, we talk about suits, and I'm trying to bring a little bit of extra to it.
I don't think there's anything wrong with just having the Sonic do it. It's easier, it's quicker. Why not?
No, the Sonic does everything, though.
It make
Sick of the fucking Sonic.
But not this episode though. Sonic's out of action.
Oh, it gets nerfed so quick.
Yeah, exactly. So let it have its day in the sun and fix a phone. Is it really that fucking immersion break-in that the Sonic fucking can let you make a phone call or whatever?
No, I guess not.
Okay.
It's fine. I will forgive it. The TARDIS also gets taken off the board fairly ASAP as well. So right, so let's get into it. They land. Does the TARDIS like get drawn to a signal? How did that come about?
It was a distress call. Ten started recklessly flying about the TARDIS. He did that thing which I quite enjoy when he puts his foot up on the console. We see those beautiful burgundy boots as he flies through time and space in his crisp, beautiful blue suit.
I've got no time to bite on it.
We're back, Lawrence. We can look. We can't fly through everything. The episode will be 10 minutes long. Okay, we have to talk about some stuff.
It's true. I feel like we've put enough time in on the show to the burgundy.
There's never. This is our thing. Okay, it's never enough. Okay, because it's a little bit different this time. He's got no tie. It's the open shirt combo. He's got a little t-shirt underneath it.
I will say, last week you asked me if I was warming to it.
Yes.
Had you asked me that question this week, my answer would be, all right, fine, it looks all right.
Yes.
It looks okay. I like the open collar shirt vibe.
It looks superior, is what it looks.
I'm not there yet.
All right, well, give it time. You will be.
But I've put the yet in. That's a bit of sizzle.
It's good. It's a good suit, Lawrence.
It's a good look in the episode. I will say that.
It's a good look all around.
In this episode so far, I think it's good.
Okay. I don't like all these stipulations you're putting in, but
there's one stipulation that you just keep ignoring.
One too many, if you ask me.
So the TARDIS, it lands, and they fly out the TARDIS straight away, and they're like suddenly in a hot and sweaty spaceship.
Do you know, throughout this entire episode, all I had in my mind, because I remember specifically watching The Confidential, and they talked quite at length about filming this episode. It was fucking freezing.
Really?
Absolute deathly cold. Like, because they was just in some like industrial basement somewhere. There was no heating whatsoever. They was absolutely freezing the entire time. So like they had to like put like fake sweat on them and stuff, and it dried up very quickly. But they just kept having to reapply it and just act hot, I guess. Which they do a good job. But all throughout the episode, I was just like, they're so cold right now, bless them.
I would have never have guessed that, ever.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't, yeah, because the show, it goes to good lengths to make you think the exact opposite, really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's literally couldn't be a sweatier. I think it's perhaps the sweatiest they've been.
They look so gross. Everyone looks so grim and just dirty and greasy.
Greasy, yeah. Yeah, icky.
Yes, not great.
And speaking of, the engines went dead a few minutes ago.
Yes, and now they have specifically 42 minutes until the ship hurls into the sun, much like the movie Sunshine, James's favourite movie, James of Mr. Sunday Movies, who spoke about it with us on our podcast, Another Happy Pod.
It's the 100th episode. We'll link it in the bio below. Go and check it out. It's a good listen, and then maybe listen to the other podcast episodes we have too.
Yeah, it's great. Launched out of time for this, 42 minutes.
Oh yeah, 42 minutes.
But I think that's fun and interesting, a good premise. Like, if we've got a fucking show that's a 45-minute runtime, fuck it, let's do it. Let's fucking have an episode set in real time and see what happens. I think that's fun, frankly.
No, I think you're absolutely right. The concept itself is very fun. The execution sucks ass.
What? Why?
Because it's utterly fucking tensionless. It's like it's revealed that there is like a slasher-esque type villain.
Yeah.
And then, like, characters that I have not known about. Like, characters that I've the only development they've had is the captain being like, go and look at the engine. And they go, yes, boss. And they walk off. And then they die. I don't care. I don't care that they're dying.
Neither do I, but that's not where the good stuff from the episode comes from.
What, most of the episode?
No, that's not most of the episode.
There are highlights, I will say that. There are some good points of the episode. But overall, I am not in a rush to put this one back on again at all.
I really enjoyed it. I had a really good time watching this. I thought it was a really good, tight story. I enjoyed the premise that they set up. And in terms of performances, I think we get some of the best.
We do get some good performances. I will say that.
Well, I think David Tennant brings his fucking A game. He is on top form in this episode specifically.
He is. And I would say that's something that I'm, not to read it verbatim, there's one of my notes that says something along the lines of like, Tennant's performance in this saves the entire episode for me. Like,
we're gonna fight.
We're not gonna fight. You're willing to go to war over 42, are you? This is the one that will get you irate, is it?
I just don't like when you use very over the top negative language.
I don't like it either, but this was not a fun watch.
But do you have to be mean about it?
No, I'm not being mean about it, but I can say it sucked because it did suck a bit. Like, there are high highs and low lows of this show.
So why did it suck for you? Tell me why it sucked for you then.
I just found that like there's for a setup that is so filled with potential, like not a real time, but like as close to real time as a Doctor Who story can be.
Yeah.
With like a ticking clock countdown.
Kind of is real time.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, bar a few minutes here and there or whatever.
Yeah,
but
whatever.
Yeah. It's such an interesting setup with so much potential that it's just like the slasher deaths are like nothing. The message of the thing is like so it's like delivered in such a way that like David Tennant says 2 lines of dialogue about it and then there's like nothing else in the episode that is like saying anything of interest about it.
Does it need to?
No, but then like don't half measure it. Like make it about that, or just don't have it about the thing. Just have it be like, remember when they went to another planet one time and Satan was there? That wasn't about much. That was just...
I don't think this is about anything.
This is absolutely about, like, don't waste Earth's natural resources and all of that stuff. They said it. The Doctor was like, humans, they just rip anything out and bloody use it and...
Yeah, just because, like, he references something that happens doesn't mean the whole episode's about that.
But the whole episode is about that. It's about the sun being cross. It was exploited for fuel.
Yeah.
That is the whole episode.
But, like, But that's my point. Like, it's not Chris Chibnall saying don't exploit the sun for fuel, because that's impossible. First of all,
No, but like natural resources in a broader sense is not impossible. Oil, fucking fracking, all that stuff.
yeah. But then why wouldn't he do an episode on fucking oil and fracking? Like, this is so far removed from that. The point's not there. So I don't think that's the point at all.
I think it is the point. But that's fine.
Well, I think you've got too caught up on that. And
maybe I have. But then, all right. But then, even so, like it's using. This is the first one in a while to like pull out the horror stings. Like there's a few moments where like a door shuts and there's like it's a dun, and there's a guy in his mask, and it's just like it just falls flat. Like there's not an element of it that feels creepy. Like it just, I don't know. There's something.
I disagree.
Like I said, the potential is so there, but there's a moment where like it's almost like it's trying to like there's like a parody of like a Scream-esque thing where like the one goes like, do this, do that. He just orders me around. God, I wish someone would just kill me. And then the thing's there, and I'm like, that wasn't funny or cool.
No one said that.
All right,
now you're just making stuff up.
That is not true. I wrote it down verbatim. I couldn't be bothered to find it because I figured you'd know what I was talking about.
I'll go to the tape.
Where is the moment? Go to the fucking tape. It's there.
She says
do this, do that. Someone should kill me now. Or she says the words kill me now.
Okay.
And then it followed immediately by her death.
Okay.
And it's like, it wasn't funny and it wasn't scary. What was it trying to do? I don't know. I thought you'd be on board with me on this one. I thought you'd be like, this is lame.
I feel like you're being overly harsh. I feel like you're doing that thing when you've decided you don't like it, so then everything about it is bad, basically.
No. I've said that.
And you'll go extra harsh on stuff where usually you'd let it slide.
You're probably right, but like
because like that thing, like, so what if there's a dumb little homage to Scream or whatever? Is it bad when it's in Scream?
It's not a homage to it. I'm just saying it felt like they were doing a parody-esque type. They tried to pull off a thing like that and missed it, is my saying. Like,
okay.
Also, I'm not saying like all elements of this is bad. There's some really actually cool moments in this. Like a lot of the 10 being frozen stuff, the moment where like Martha's like jettisoned out into like the sun and is pretty much surely dead. Like, they're all great, like, well-directed moments that are, like, really interesting. The music in this is really, really good, more so towards, like, the back end when the problems start getting solved. Like, as in, like, narrative problems in the plot. I don't know, there's just, like, up until that point, it just falls flat for me. Like, none of the characters feel memorable. Like, the whole, like, the Doctor straight away, like, the twist of, like, the captain knowing what's going on, like, it could have been interesting, but like earlier on in the episode, the Doctor was like, I hope you've told me everything I need to know. And I'm like, well, obviously she hasn't then. So it falls flat when she says like, oh, I did actually do something a bit naughty. It's like, oh, well, that could have been cool. But like for the whole episode, I was just like, I don't trust you because obviously you're holding something back. I don't know.
Isn't that kind of the point?
Not really. You don't let me in on the twist before the twist happens.
Is it a twist?
I think it's played as if it's supposed to be a reveal type moment.
I don't think so. I think the reveal is more the reveal is more what it is rather than it happened, I think.
Yeah, sure, but like, I don't know.
I feel like from day one we know the captain's done some shady shit. I don't think that's not like, it's never like, oh my god, they did some shady shit. It's like, yeah, they did some shady shit.
All right, well, look, stop me moaning. What do you like about it? Give me some stuff.
I really like I like the vagueness of the whole fucking sun thing. I like that we don't necessarily know quite what's happening here straight away. We're just fucking... We're thrown into it, basically. We're just fucking thrown into a situation. We're on a strange ship. We're being hurtled towards the sun. We got 42 minutes to stop it. Right, let's fucking go. TARDIS is out of action. Shit, can't do that. Gotta do some fucking pub trivia to open some doors. Great, bit of fun. Okay? I like that then whilst that's going on, we get the mystery of this, like, infection from space. Some weird fucking parasite. The Doctor can't quite figure out what it is, but some weird... fucking strange thing that's taken over the crew, and then I think like how that eventually manifests itself in this like Kind of like not Jason, Michael Myers-esque sort of killer. Like it's just a big fucking guy, basically, just a fucking big guy with a fucking weapon, and you can't see his face. His face is covered in a mask. Cool design. I like that, and I think that works well with the kind of horror homages and stuff they put in there. Yeah, sure. Like some of the slasher devs, yeah, sure, they're not the fucking most creative or imaginative. They're not 100% like, oh wow, that was amazing. Oh, that person got their throat cut or whatever. That's never going to happen in Doctor Who. But like,
no, but you can have creative deaths. Like we've had loads of creative deaths in Doctor Who that are more interesting than this. I know that you've got the age rating, obviously.
I don't think the dev necessarily needs to be creative. Like, does it need to have the most fucking batshit weird? I don't know. They got fucking put in a fucking space blender or whatever. And
no. I don't mean like the method of killing, because like I'm fine with the whole like reveal the visor and like burn them with the eyes or whatever that is. Like I'm fine with that, but it's just like the nature of like they're always just revealed by like I'm stood behind a door, and it's like I don't know. I just feel like it's always just missing that oomph. Like it doesn't pack the fanfare or the moment of like, oh shit, there's a thing there.
Right,
like other Doctor
enough.
Who episodes have done that. Like
Fair
Blink,
enough.
it's like
yeah, fair enough. I don't think that negates the whole episode though at all.
No, but that's not my only problem with the episode.
Okay, fair enough. But for me, it wasn't an issue. Like, yeah, sure, I can see what you're saying. I'm not out here going like every time, but
Yeah.
like I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I just like the whole fucking like Michael Myers-ness of it all, just like a big fucking dude and just like this unstoppable kind of slow moving killing machine. Like,
Yeah.
there's not really much you can do about it.
I do like that you said that there's a the whole like they land and then like straight away the crew is just like, we've got a whole heap of problems. If you're here, you may as well help. And they're like,
Yeah.
all right, we get to work. I like it when they just jump into the plot.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. It's interesting, and I like the whole fucking. First of all, last week we straight up said that's it. We'll never see Martha's mum again until the final episode.
Yeah, immediately wrong.
Immediately proven wrong in this episode, and so I think we get some good character moments when Martha has to contact her mum, and that whole scene where she's like trying to figure out like, you know, was it the Elvis or the Beatles? And she's like, all right, let me go to the computer. Oh, I got to plug the mouse in. And Martha's like, for fuck's sake. Like, we've all been in that situation. Like, you're trying to fucking talk your mum through something. And it's
and she's like, I've got to plug the mouse in. And then Martha's like, what does it say? And she's like, there are over 400,000 results, Martha. And it's like, obviously you're not meant to read them all. Just give me the consensus.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some good Francine Boomer energies in this, but also like a bit of more of like a sinister spin on, like, you obviously get the sense that like what has developed from last week, which was just a guy in an ominous suit being like, hey, you shouldn't trust that guy, is now like full on harassment. And
well,
like,
we don't get to that until later, really. But like, first of all, we kind of get the sense that Francine's just like been festering on this idea of the Doctor, really, and
yeah,
maybe she's had more like fucking Saxon-based propaganda fed to her and stuff, and she's just straight away with Martha. She's like, is he there? Is he with you, the Doctor?
Yeah,
and it's like, Francine, love, calm down. All right?
He's the good one. He's the
a
good
nice
Time
bloke,
Lord.
trust me. Yeah.
The one that you know about. He's the evil one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I like that sort of stuff. It's good.
Yeah. No, I do like that. That was one of the things I do enjoy. The other thing is the pub quiz door system.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
It's just like it's one of them like eye rolling things in Doctor Who where you're like, this is so insanely ridiculous for no reason.
It's ridiculous, but it's also, you can see it happening though. Like,
yeah.
It's a bunch of people on like a tour which lasts possibly a few years or something. So they all get drunk with which for a thing. Oh, here's what's a good idea. We'll fucking set all the door locks to fucking pub trivia. Why not?
And then the crew changes and they're like, oh fuck, I don't know any of this. Who's this guy and what's his favorite color?
Yeah, exactly.
I do like the guy is like Elvis or the Beatles.
Yeah.
Like who are they or whatever.
That's quite fun. Again, I think Tennant was on top form. The moment where he like they go up to like the medical base sort of thing, and he's actually being a doctor and fucking diagnosing and helping out with that sort of stuff. Great performance from him throughout it. He was really good, and just some of his lines and like his quick comebacks and stuff, just all really great, to be honest. But the highlight of the episode for me was the moment where Martha got jettisoned in the little space pod, and there's just the silence of it as Ten is just staring, just screaming that he'll save her, but knowing there's really not much he can do at that point. Like he's kind of fucked, basically. But
yeah, no, that was my highlight of the episode as well.
And Martha just like naively and hopefully tapping on the glass and stuff, being like, "Oh, I'm gonna save the doctor's here," and then just slowly watching that hope like disappear as she gets further and further away.
It's like a great kind of slow moment of them two just kind of slowly realizing like, oh, this is happening actually. Like it's not just a sonic away from me opening this door. And then there's like the false hope ripped away when like the slasher person like starts activating it again.
Yeah.
But no, I like that. It's like obviously like also like it's not a great time for the Doctor, considering the last person that like he lost also got like dragged away from him as he was like shouting out their name. So I like that they like showed it differently. Like we got Tennant shouting, but then it just kind of more focused on what Martha was experiencing, and we didn't hear a thing about what Tennant was saying or what Ten was shouting. Obviously,
you saying that's bad?
No, I'm saying it's good. I'm saying it's cool. It's like it's a new interesting take. If it was just Ten shouting at the camera again, it could have felt like another like they tried to get us with a reimagining of the Rose death kind of thing, or not death, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, 14 minutes left on the episode. Scary stuff. All right, let me get my last moan out and then wrap us up with a load of good stuff. I think you might be on board with this moan more so than the other. I think that like the handling of Martha in this episode sucks quite a lot.
Oh, big disagree.
Really?
Big disagree. Yeah, I like Martha a lot in this episode.
Okay. No, I always like the character. I just think the writing is mishandled in this. Like, all right, let me say my stuff, and then I'm more than open to hearing good stuff about it.
Okay.
So I just think that like her going along with the door guy, is like a perfect opportunity to show us that she is like an insanely intelligent character.
Yeah.
But like where it's all like kind of based in trivia, it's more like she has to keep asking the Doctor for help. She of course has to call it. I like the moments where she calls her mum, but like she always has to ask someone else for help. Like there's not really a moment where she like her intelligence comes into play and she gets to figure something else out. And also like the thing where she's like floating away into space, like I know she's not angry at the Doctor, but like having her apologize to him about it is weird. I don't know, it just doesn't land. And then like the kiss with the guy at the end, like I get that they shared that horrible experience, but there's just something about it that was just like she felt like she was there to like solve his problem. He was like, I found someone I believe in, and it's like okay, but like I don't know what that does, and why Martha rewarded that with the kiss is, I don't know, it just felt weirdly out of character. But I don't know. What do you big disagree on?
All of that.
Okay. give me the reverse. Give me the reverse spin.
Okay. So yes, Martha is a very intelligent person. She's very smart. And if, you know, this series of questions that unlocks the door were all questions about the medical profession in 2007, I'm sure she would have been great. Okay.
yeah.
But it wasn't. I don't know. I don't mind that it's kind of an element that's new and foreign to Martha, and she does have to ask for help. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with asking for help. I don't think that necessarily diminishes her as a character because of it. I can see the point you're making. Sure, it would have been good if she did have a moment to come up with something herself. I'd agree with that.
Just one door out of like the 30.
Yeah, maybe, but I'm not fucking losing anything because of it, though. You know, I already know that Martha's a very intelligent character. I don't need to have that validated every week, really.
Okay, fair enough.
That probably sounds weird, but like I don't know.
It doesn't need to be constantly proven, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Because at that point, then it becomes like, all right, you're doing too much. Like, yeah, I know she's smart. Just let her be smart. Just don't tell me she's smart. Just, you know.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. That makes sense.
It's one of those things. What was your next bit?
Next thing I said was about the whole like, apologizing to the Doctor for getting stuck in a space thing and getting jettisoned.
She apologized to the Doctor? I remember this.
Yeah. She was floating away, and as she realized that, like, as the Doctor was becoming like a little blob in the distance, she just said sorry. She just went, "I'm sorry," before sitting down.
I don't know if that's necessarily apologizing to the Doctor. Saying sorry.
The moment between them two is the Doctor and Martha's moment. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I might have misinterpreted it, but that's how I read it anyway.
I don't understand why she necessarily would be saying sorry to the Doctor. So I don't know.
Well,
if that is there, that's pretty weird. But I wouldn't necessarily have thought that's the case. I don't know. I think there's a lot of great feral energy from Martha in this episode.
Okay,
She's immediately like kind of like out of her element a bit, and I think she's like kind of pissed off a bit because of that. There's all this stuff like with Francine on the phone, which is like, for fuck's sake, Mom, let's just fucking get through this. Like, you don't understand the pressure I'm under. Like, let's fucking do this, okay? Just get
like
me the answer.
The screech of frustration.
Yeah, no, literally. And then when she's in the fucking in the escape pod, and they're going back and forth with that. I've got it. Oh no, and now we're getting jettisoned again. Oh no, we got it. No, we're getting jettisoned. There's just a moment where she just literally goes and just screeches, which was very funny to me. Yeah, and she's just banging on the glass at the same time and just screaming. I liked it. I liked that feral energy. And then there was a moment, I think it was towards the captain, where she just went, "You've done enough," or something. She just had like a good moment of hostility towards them. Yeah. Again, just good feral energy from her. Now, with the guy, I interpreted it as like Martha getting hers, basically. Like,
what do you mean?
I don't think she's doing what the Doctor's doing to her. Okay, basically, she doesn't like this guy at all. She's not remotely interested in him, but he's clearly like interested in her from the get-go and stuff. And I think she's just kind of maybe enjoying that a little bit, enjoying the attention, and sure, she'll give him a kiss at the end, but it doesn't really mean anything. She's getting what she wants out of it and then moving on. At no point is she showing any interest in him at all, really.
I see your point, but like, is that who Martha is?
Cam, is there anything wrong with that?
No, but
can she not get a little kiss if she wants it?
Of course she. But stop this. Stop trying to frame me as like like Martha should be utterly sexless and fucking like.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just think it's like it is slightly a departure of characterization from stuff that we have been shown from Martha. Like, it feels out. Like, why would she want to?
We've seen that she likes the Doctor. Whether we like it or not, that is a part of her character. Okay, and there'll be a physical element to that. Okay.
Yes, but there's like a sympathetic aspect and component of that where like most people she speaks to about her feelings towards the Doctor, it's very much like unrequited, and that's something that is a negative for her. So her suddenly being like, I like having this power and I'll bestow that feeling upon someone else, that feels like weirdly spiteful for Martha, no?
Not in like a spiteful way. I think it's just kind of enjoying having the attention sort of thing. I don't think she's ever like, you like me, but fuck you. It's more just, oh, you like me. Like enjoying the attention sort of thing.
I feel like we should have a girl on this episode.
Possibly.
It's too late now. We only have 42 minutes.
We only have 7 minutes.
Oh, shit. Okay. Are we including Weirdo in that?
Sure.
We've thrown this concept out, haven't we?
No, we can do it. No.
All right. Let's talk about some good 10 stuff.
But what do you think about that, though? Do you like it? Do you not like it?
It's not that I don't like it. I didn't pick that up. I can see where you're coming from and why you would pick it up.
Yeah.
But, like, there wasn't a part of me that...
What does that mean?
No. As in, like, I'm seeing, like, now that you've explained it, I can see why, like, someone would get that point.
Okay.
I'm not being like, yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I can see why you'd think that, you pervert.
No, not that at all. I mean more in the sense of, like, when I was watching it, I just got the opposite. And, like, maybe that's on me. Fair enough. My interpretation could be wrong. Whatever.
I don't think there's anything wrong with a young woman wanting to have
You frame this as if I think the opposite. I
exploring
don't.
her sexuality and wanting physical attraction and attention. And I think
You have a talent for making me seem sexist when actually I'm arguing that I think this character deserves better.
No,
writing.
you're saying she should be a Puritan and fucking a sexless. And be like, no, I'm only for the Doctor, thank you.
What?
That's what you're saying.
No. I beg you, if this is your first episode, go listen to the rest of season 3. That is not my opinion on Martha.
Well, sounds like it.
Fuck's sake. All right, do you want to do some 10 stuff? Do you want to talk about some fun 10 shivering acting?
Look, it's great acting. I love it when he says "burn with me." I love it when he screams. He gets a good opportunity to scream quite a lot in this episode. He's on top form. He's doing a good job. He's earning that fucking lifetime achievement award he won in 2015 or whatever.
Yeah, was it an NTA thing?
It was an NTA, yeah.
Yeah. No, he's just like he's got inarguable charisma. Like it's the moments where like it's why a lot of people, we haven't talked about it on this show yet, but it's coming up. Like it's why a lot of people praise Midnight. The rare moment where you see the Doctor at his weakest is always quite impactful.
Yeah.
And like those moments where like people are kind of having an argument above him and the Doctor to himself is just being like, you should have left it alone.
Yeah.
Because there's a part of you that can't quite tell if that's the Son speaking through him or whether it's him being like, this fucking hurts. Why did you do this? Like,
the moment where he was on the fucking in the scanner thing and he was just telling Martha that he's actually scared, that he's terrified.
Yeah.
Bro, so good.
Very good.
So
and I
good.
like that he like also it's one thing to be like, here you go, Martha, you're a permanent passenger now. But like it's another thing to actually trust the companion with the Doctor's life. And he does.
Yeah,
he does
100%.
completely give himself to her in that sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is quite cool. Murray Gold is cooking.
Right. Is this the first time we've heard the 10 action theme?
I think it is. I was going to ask you if you knew the
too.
title of it.
I don't know.
Dun, 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 dun,
Does it not
dun,
sound
dun.
like I Am the Doctor a bit?
Yeah, I think
It's
it does.
similar to I Am the Doctor, but a little different.
I'm the Doctor is that the dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun dun? Yeah, they
11th
are
scene.
very similar, yeah.
Yeah.
But like a lot of Murray Gold is quite similar.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's not. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It always hits the right vibe. And here is no kind of. He cycles through a lot of like either recently used or soon to be quite used frequently in season 4.
I think there's some stuff that was used in the Satan's Pit episode and stuff.
Yeah.
Like maybe like the horror stings and stuff, like when you'd see. Yeah.
Yeah. The Doppler effect horror sting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, he is absolutely doing some good stuff.
2 minutes, 30 seconds. Orange spacesuit is back. It's good. It's looking crisp. It's different because it comes from the ship and not the TARDIS, so it's officially different. And he doesn't have it on the end, so it stays there. It's not the same one, so we know that.
Question for you. The stasis machine, do you think it is a repurposed painted red MRI from Smith & Jones?
Probably, yes.
I think it is.
Yeah. I'd say so.
I think it's coincidence that it looks exactly like an MRI. So you kinda...
Yeah. Like, whatever. That's fine. Use what you got.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah.
What else have I got down here? I think the burning eye sound effect is a combination of the sonic screwdriver and regeneration ringing sound effect mixed together.
Okay. I don't have enough evidence to dispute that.
No, it's fine. I may be extremely wrong. Just have a little listen, or whatever.
I thought it was
think
just a little
sounds like
sizzle, really. Just a little burning, just a little sizzle.
Could be that as well. I could, like I say, I could be very wrong. It just sounded like an amalgamation of those two sound effects.
I think you are wrong.
Oh no! I thought you didn't have enough evidence to back it up.
Well, now I do. I would say you're wrong.
Now who's just deciding something's bad and telling me they're wrong?
Yes.
Outrageous. Any more things to say about Francine?
Oh yes, so she's got the government on her back. They're listening to her phone calls. They're taking the phone as well for some reason. That seems weird.
Yeah, it seems like you're only going to miss evidence by doing that.
Yeah, exactly. You'll get more phone calls. What are you doing?
Also, Martha's mum can go buy another phone.
Yeah.
You haven't arrested her.
What happens if Martha calls back? Like,
someone else is going to answer it and be like, Francine's not here right now.
yeah, it's very strange. Anyway, and then they're like, "Did you vote?" She's like, "Yeah," because it's election day.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then, so actually, the day from Francine's point of view, the day after this is the finale, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. It's when Martha pulls up, and then everyone starts shooting machine guns.
Yeah, that's tomorrow, isn't it? Interesting.
For her, yeah.
Target identified. Martha Jones.
Take aim!
Take aim!
Fire!
Who's this woman? Why does she have this authority?
And then also, I can't wait for the dash cam fucking footage that is in that episode.
Going to be a high-speed pursuit in your Vauxhall Corsa. Oh, no!
Oh, no, how long?
Well, that's it. It was done.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Okay, we're going to break it. I've said the guy said, your TARDIS is gone, mate. That's lava.
Look, we did our best. All right.
We tried.
We tried. Okay.
It turns out, Nathan, at the end of the episode, the TARDIS is not in fact lava, and that was a big lie.
What's going on?
The guy says, like, the Doctor's basically like, there's an escape pod through there talking about the TARDIS, and he's like, oh, what, lava? It's gone, mate. Nope, it's completely fine. And as well as the room it landed in is completely unharmed.
I don't know what you're referencing, but...
What? The TARDIS! The TARDIS that gets nerfed in the first 5 minutes, then is back without a single scratch or burn.
It was the TARDIS?
Yeah, but like the room around it is completely... Oh, I'm nitpicking, I don't give a fuck.
I don't care.
The Doctor... You actually saying that, you know I'm nitpicking when I've said the Doctor is always giving out TARDIS keys, but the TARDIS is never locked.
Come on. That is the biggest nitpick out. That's not this episode. That's just the whole show.
It's true. I'm just going to say you nitpick as well. Why is it when I nitpick, I'm not allowed?
Because you don't have a segment called Lawrence Nitpicks a Thing.
I want to. I want in on it.
You can't. It's only Nathan nitpicks.
I'm sorry. Fine.
You can have Lawrence loses his mind.
I'll take that. That's fine. Yeah. Do you want to do Weirdo? Have you got anything else?
I want to do something else before I do Weirdo, Lawrence. I want to tell you that some people have tweeted us with their thoughts.
Oh my God, I forget this every week.
So do I. Literally, because I forget to tweet it out.
How many, what was the window? Did you give people a time?
This was posted at 6:48 p.m.
For context, it is now almost midnight.
Yes. So...
We need a better system here. Or you need to stop going to Greece, one of the two.
I won't. I'm in Greece now. I'll never stop.
Oh, okay. Right. What are the tweets? What's saying? What are people up to?
So Sunflower at Sunflow158600090. You got to get a better handle, my guy. What's going on there?
There's got to be something not saying. That's like when you type in, like, imagine if I typed in on YouTube Lawrence and it was like, we don't have Lawrence, but we have Mr. Lawrence YouTube 707721.
Yeah, you got to work on that. But power to you. I haven't seen the episode in a while, but I do remember wondering how everyone was just looking straight at the sun without being blinded. It's a good point. All their eyes would just burn out immediately.
That's true. When they say, in the beginning of the episode, they say, before we crash into the sun.
Yeah.
Do they mean like physically collide with the sun's surface?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Because they'd be dead like 4 hours before this happened, surely.
I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, they mean like the point of no return. Where, like,
I see. Okay, fine.
They'll just burn up or whatever. Okay.
So
the point where the shields will no longer work or whatever.
Fine. Like, okay. I'll accept that. What were they saying?
How can they how everyone was just looking straight at the sun without being blinded?
Apparently it was cold on set, so that might have helped.
Well, that's nothing, is it?
I don't know. It's Doctor Who.
Yeah, there was a filter on the glass or whatever. Like, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it too much. Sunflower.
And the people that did get the full blast of the sun died, so I'm willing to.
That's true. Burn with me. And then Greg Cactusface at G Cactusface said, I like the bit where the Southern guy secretly wasn't racist, but I think that Moneyball is the much better movie about the sport.
You're going to have to give me that one again. What?
I like the bit where the Southern guy secretly wasn't racist, but I think that Moneyball is the much better movie about the sport. What I think has happened here is I think there might be like a movie called 42 or something, like a sport movie, and
Oh,
Greg
I
has done a
see.
joke. You see,
I was going to say, is this contingent on me having seen Moneyball?
yeah, maybe
Because I haven't seen
I'll
Moneyball.
be honest with you, Greg. Neither of us have seen either Moneyball or maybe this movie 42. Okay, so, but
Greg,
to people who have, I'm sure it's a great joke.
Greg, I challenge you until we admit that we have both seen Moneyball and this movie that may or may not exist. Tweet every week about this.
No, don't do
Tweet
that.
every single week about this comparison.
Don't do that. No, you don't have to do that, Greg.
I feel terrible. That feels like a really good reference that like someone has waited a while to drop.
You know what? I'm gonna look it up.
All right. Yeah, you're worth this, Greg.
Yeah, 42 movie. Ah, 40 stars Chadwick Boseman.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Fuck off Wikipedia. Do you know what? I hate that. You go on Wikipedia and it's like, give us money. No.
Yes. Give me your services for free.
Yeah. 42 is a 2013 American biographical sports film about baseball player Jackie Robinson.
There we are.
The first black athlete to play in Major League Baseball during the modern era. Oh, interesting. Okay. Maybe we'll give this a watch on another Happy Pod. There you go.
It's unlikely though, isn't it?
It's unlikely, but you never know. Maybe we will. So there we go. So this is what Greg was referencing.
Good stuff, Greg. I'm
What's the
glad that we took
reception
the
on
time to
this?
figure that out. And I'll give you that. Now that we have fully all explained the joke,
Hold on.
it is a good one.
7.5 out of 10 on IMDb.
I think that Chadwick deserves better.
68% liked this film, according to Google. 81% on Rotten Tomatoes.
All very good and
You know what?
useful
I'm going to
metrics.
watch that tonight. I'm not.
No, you're not. You're going to watch Catching Fire
Yeah,
tonight.
that's true. I'm going to watch the Hunger Games.
Anyway, anything else? Any other tweets?
No, but I do have one thing to tell you, Lawrence.
Interesting.
Weirdo of the Week! Weirdo.
This is everyone's favourite segment of the show where we get to take a chance and look back at some of the weird and wonderful and grubby little characters who come across our screens each and every single week. And this week, Lawrence, you are going to tell us all about your weirdo. And who is that?
Fantastic. Right. The announcement has
Epic
just...
9 reference.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, true. The announcement has just rung out across the ship that there is something wrong with the main sun guy.
Ooh.
So the captain has just gone over the intercom. You get some cycling through a few shots of like people registering the announcement. One of those is, you know, the bald guy, the second guy that turns into the other sun person.
Yeah.
He hears this announcement
Yeah.
and he is just on a scooter.
Is he?
I'm not joking.
Like a razor scooter?
Just a regular scooter.
Oh, wow.
Like a child's metals, you know, the ones you smash your ankle in with?
Yeah, a razor scooter.
Yeah. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, that's what they're called.
Well, yeah, he's just on
One
one.
of the ones that spins round.
Yeah. I fully thought I was wrong. And at first I thought maybe it's like, because it's only the handle that's in frame.
Okay.
So it's a bit like ambiguous at first. And I genuinely took it back about 4 times.
Okay.
I was like, I need to get to the bottom of this because this is a weirdo if ever I've seen one.
Yeah.
Right. And you never see the scooting aspect. However, when the shot begins on him, and I'm breaking this down frame by frame, he is gliding forward. He then stops, and you see him very kind of abruptly come to a halt, and you get the impression from his upper body that he is motioning in a way that is slowing down a moving thing that he was stood on. The handle is that of a scooter. There is no two ways about it.
I have to see. this.
You do.
I can't.
I should have wrote the time code down for you.
You should have. Hold on, let me log into BBC iPlayer. Holy shit, you're right! Wait, no fucking way! No,
I told
see
you,
that again.
he's on a scooter.
I'm going to see that again. What the fuck? He's fully on a scooter. What the fuck?
It's so random, isn't it?
It's so random and out of place. Why is my guy on a scooter in the fucking
Do you see what I mean? Like, I
station?
feel like it was tried to be hidden. Like, I feel like they didn't want it in there, but there's no mistaking it. He is on a scooter.
That's so insane. Oh my god. Wow. Very good.
It's a good spot. I was over the moon when I saw that.
That is a very good spot. Yeah. I'll give you that. I'll give you
Nathan, who the devil is your weirdo of the week?
that. I don't know, Lawrence. I don't know.
Would you like an exception because you're on holiday?
No. I will say that my weirdo for this week is
Come on, you got this. You got this in the bag.
it's no, my weirdo for this week is the sun for being alive. Don't do that. Just be a sun.
I mean, yeah, it's true. No one suspected it.
Don't be alive. Just be a sun and just
Yeah.
produce heat for us.
And it would have been
But not too much.
Just enough.
Yeah.
Keep yourself at a nice tepid temperature.
Yeah.
It's true. If the sun wasn't alive, this wouldn't have been a problem.
Yeah, really, this is all the sun's fault. The sun is the real villain of the piece.
And not just the exploited victim
Yes.
who has been like mined for fuel.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, fine. I'll take the sun being the weirdo. Go and
Great.
watch Sunshine.
Look at that. 42 minutes. We did it.
It's not true.
No, we didn't. We definitely did it.
If by some miracle I got bored and like trimmed this episode to be exactly 42 minutes, just know that the raw recording length is over an hour.
Hello everyone, Editing Lawrence here. I did not get bored enough to cut this exact, the episode's exact timing down to 42 minutes. That would be insane, but I also would have had to cut out too many fucking fantastic insights, if I do say so myself. We're not in the market of depriving you what we think you as a devoted audience deserve. This has nothing to do with the fact that the episode comes out in an hour. Absolutely nothing to do with that. And quite frankly, that's rude of you for thinking so.
Nathan, have you had a fun time recording this?
I've had a very fun time, and I'm going to have a fun time when we record tomorrow whilst I'm on holiday.
Yes. Oh my god, I forgot. We've got to do that. Oh, one half of a two-parter.
I know.
And then a break.
And it's like, it's that two-parter.
It's the
as
good
well.
two-part. It's one
Don't
of the best
say that,
two-part.
Lawrence. No spoilers.
Oh, sorry. It sucks, and I don't like it.
No spoilers either way.
I am indifferent to this
Exactly.
episode.
Thank you. Sit on a fence, as you often do.
It's true.
Lawrence.
You don't normally do this bit. Let me take that from
yeah,
you.
you do that.
Let me take that and unburden you of this pressure. Nathan, we have had an absolutely delightful time recording this episode of Still Got Legs. And funnily enough, if you were to mosey on over to Twitter and were to type in Still Got Legs and then add the word pod onto that search, you would likely find our Twitter handle, which is where you can engage with us. Nathan often tweets out before the episodes, as you've probably just heard. And we can read out your little thoughts and your opinions. You can share the show. That would be much appreciated. Let other people know what's going on. New era of Doctor Who up and coming. So we're just taking a gander over everything Doctor Who up until that point. And we're having a wicked time on the rewatch. If you're enjoying as well, give us a little review. We like a 5-star review. It really helps to push the show out. And also, you can remind me what I normally say as the third thing. There's a third thing here. I've told them to review. I've told them to follow on Twitter.
Another happy pod.
That's right. Tell us about it, Nathan. I just couldn't remember where I left it, so I can't even try and say it.
And you said, and as always, you can
And as always, you can
listen to our other podcast, which is
yes.
called Another Happy Pod. It comes out every Friday at 10 a.m. And this week, what is this week? Where are
Fuck, I have no idea.
we? Me neither. We did something. We talked about something.
We did
It's
speak
probably
about
Hunger
something.
Games.
I think, right, so let's work this out.
It was at least a Hunger Game.
This will be out next Monday, which means...
So yeah, Hunger Games, because Hunger Games is
it'll be
Friday.
Hunger Games, yeah.
So last episode we did was the Hunger Games. The next episode we did is the Hunger Games, but the next one. So listen to that.
That's the one where everyone learned to catch fire.
maybe.
Which would have come in handy in the first Hunger Games, as there is quite a fiery obstacle to overcome. That being a storm of fire. It's time for bed!
Not for me. I'm going to go watch the Hunger Games.
Oh, wow, good stuff. I always just need you to bring the theme in earlier here. Like, I cannot fill this space. Goodbye, everyone. Please.
I refuse.